The Food and Drug Administration suspends the sale of the controversial Dengvaxia dengue vaccine for a year. The FDA also imposes a 100,000 peso administrative fine on French pharmaceutical giant Sanofi for failing to comply with post-marketing authorization requirements for Dengvaxia. The FDA is tasked to determine whether a health product is safe and effective for the public to consume. In Sanofi's case, the FDA issued its certificate of product registration on December 22, 2015. But Sanofi failed to submit the necessary post-marketing authorization requirements after being allowed to sell its dengue vaccine. Prior to the suspension and fine, FDA already ordered the market pullout of Dengvaxia on December 4. Dengvaxia was the vaccine used by the health department in its now suspended dengue vaccination program for public school students. Sanofi last November released an advisory saying Dengvaxia could cause severe dengue symptoms to a person who hasn't been infected by the virus. Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte-Carpio shrugs off news she made it to the Magic 12 of 2 surveys on preferred senatorial candidates for the 2019 elections. The presidential daughter says she is offering her slot in the Magic 12 to members or sympathizers of the opposition Liberal Party. But Duterte has a caveat. The slot will only be open as long as her father's critics don't annoy her. A December social weather station survey showed Duterte ranked 9th among preferred senatorial candidates for the 2019 polls. She joins re-electionist Senators Grace Poe, Cynthia Villar, Coco Pimentel, Jinggoy Estrada, and JB Ejercito. In a November Lilo Research Strategies survey, she ranked 5th to 6th in a list which included Philippine National Police Chief Ronald De La Rosa. Duterte earlier said she plans to run for a congressional seat in 2019. President Rodrigo Duterte fires another government official for frequent travels abroad. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque says Duterte decided to terminate the services of Maritime Industry Authority or Marina Administrator Marshal Quirico Amaro III for alleged excessive foreign trips. Amaro was the subject of complaints supposedly sent by the Alliance of Marina employees to the office of the president. The group accused Amaro of going on 11 foreign junkets in 2017, making him an absentee administrator. But Roque says Transportation Department documents showed Amaro went on 18 trips last year and 6 trips in 2016 for a total of 24 trips. Roque also says Amaro received an honorarium from almost all of these trips. Transport groups are demanding a 6 peso per liter fuel discount for public utility vehicles due to the implementation of the tax reform law. Pinagkaisang samahan ng mga tsuper at operator nationwide or Piston on Thursday says excise tax on petroleum products under the Tax Reform for Acceleration and Inclusion or TRAIN law would lead to more expensive fuel. The tax reform law's implementation started Monday. Under TRAIN, diesel, which is not taxed at present, will be imposed 2 pesos and 50 centavos per liter tax in 2018, 4 pesos and 50 centavos in 2019, and 6 pesos in 2020. Gasoline from the current tax of 4 pesos and 35 cents per liter would be imposed as 7 pesos per liter tax in 2018, 9 pesos in 2019, and 10 pesos in 2020. Ride-hailing company Grab is also planning to file a petition before the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board asking for a fare increase because of the higher excise tax on petroleum products. Grab says it will ask for a 6 to 10% fare hike to cushion the effects of TRAIN. Labor group Associated Labor Unions Trade Union Congress of the Philippines says it will file a wage hike petition if the prices of goods and services become exorbitant because of the tax reform law. This despite the 1-year ban on wage hikes. Wage increase orders were issued in several regions in 2017. United States President Donald Trump slams former White House chief strategist Steve Bannon, describing him as insane and irrelevant. Trump's statement comes after the release of explosive excerpts from a new book, in which Bannon supposedly described Trump's eldest son's meeting with a Kremlin-connected lawyer as treasonous and unpatriotic. Excerpts from Fire and Fury Inside the Trump White House by author Michael Wolff, published by The Guardian and New York Magazine, quoted Bannon being highly critical of Trump's children, Donald Jr. and Ivanka. Trump says, quote, "Steve Bannon has nothing to do with me or my presidency. When he was fired, he not only lost his job, he lost his mind." Bannon, who left the White House in August, is also quoted as saying the investigation by Special Counsel Robert Mueller into Russian interference in the 2016 election will focus on money laundering. Mueller's investigation is looking into whether the Trump campaign colluded with Russia to get him elected, a charge the U.S. president has repeatedly denied. Trump Jr. met with a Russian lawyer in June 2016 after an intermediary promised material that would incriminate Trump's Democratic rival Hillary Clinton. Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner and then campaign chairman Paul Manafort also attended the meeting. Bannon in the book says, quote, "Even if you thought this was not treasonous or unpatriotic or bad shit, and I happen to think it's all of that, you should have called the FBI immediately."